So I wasn't actually going to start this video until this afternoon. However, I think the car might be a little tiny bit goosed. Just driving down the 57, coming down the inside lane. As I was coming down, there was something grey in the road. I couldn't swerve out the way, and I thought it might just be a bag that's making a very strange noise, like the airbox is missing. So I'm going to have to try and get that booked in and try and get it sorted, because there's also like a weird metal noise as well. Can't describe it. Almost like it's banging against something. Like it's banging as you're changing gear on first and second, and then third it's fine, fourth fine when you start going up through the gears, but first and second it starts banging underneath. So I have to get that booked in and get it looked at. Okay, so I've made it home. I'm actually going to run to Tesco really quickly, and then I'll be back and I'll explain to you what's gone on with the car. Okay, so that was a bit of an eventful Tesco trip. Got me stuff. I was walking through the car park and I spotted a black Focus with a flat tyre. There was a woman in the car with kids. She was on the phone, obviously trying to get through to someone to give her a hand. I seen her ask someone if there was a garage close by, and there is a garage just a bit further over. But I put my shopping in the car, come back, and asked her if she wanted some help. I've got a pump that you plug into your cigarette lighter, so I said, you want to go and park by my car, you know, we'll plug it in and I'll pump your tyre up for you. At least I might try and get you home at least, or to the nearest garage to get your tyre. So she was quite happy, all sorted, good deed done for the day. So quite happy with that, really. You know, it's always nice to do something for other people. Right, okay everyone, so I figured I'd explain to you what went on with the car this morning. I was basically coming onto the 57. During the 57 I was coming down, I got it to 70 mile an hour, set the cruise control as it was quite early in the morning, so I just let the car take me to work. So set the cruise control and coasted down the motorway. There was a car up alongside me for just a little tiny bit behind, but coming up basically. And then I noticed in my rearview mirror there was a car coming up with unbelievably bright lights behind me. Now I was looking in the mirror, seeing the lights, and then I just thought, I'll just leave it, carry on going. But the lights were like hitting the mirror and shining, but I decided, you know, just try and move the mirror a little tiny bit and see what happens. As we're coming down, I noticed them getting closer and closer. I looked in the mirror, looked back at the road, all of a sudden I just seen this thing appear in the centre of the road. It was already on the floor. I think obviously it had already been hit. There was nowhere for me to go. The car was still up alongside me. There was a car behind. If I had to brake, they'd have gone up the back end of me. Could have caused a serious accident. So I thought, a quick second split decision, I went over there. I heard a loud thud, and then about a couple of miles down the motorway I could hear basically the car sort of like almost like when you take the air filter or the air box out of a car and you put like a cone filter on. It was that type of noise. Obviously I knew something was wrong. In fact, originally I thought maybe it hit the front bumper maybe, and the front bumper might have split. But I pulled over to the side of the road once I come off the 57. As I come off the end of the M57, pulled over to the side and jumped out the car, had a quick look. The front bumper perfectly intact, not a mark on it. Jumped back in the car, started the car, and it made an unbelievable loud clunk. Put it into first gear, moved away, clunk, second gear, clunk, third gear, not so much. Got to work basically, and had a look underneath the car, and what I could see was there's a bar that comes across the car at the very front. Now the bar looked like it had twisted on one side, but not a lot, but enough. So a friend of mine who works in a garage, I gave him a swift text a bit later on in the morning, because obviously it was very early. I didn't want to send a text too early in the morning, you know, because it doesn't have to be in work till about maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. So left at 8 o'clock, sent him a text. He said to me he wasn't in work, but another friend of ours was in work. Dropped him a text. He said, can you bring it round as soon as you can? So as soon as I had some spare time, took it round. He put it up on the ramps. What we found was it had actually twisted the bar round, and every time I was changing gear, it was catching on a bolt. He said at one point when it's down, it was probably rubbing against that. That's the noise you were hearing. It wasn't the air filter box or the filter, it was the actual, that rubbing against the metal, and he took it off and straightened it all out, and perfect, not a murmur out of it now, it's perfectly fine. But you can see on the bolt where it's been going up and down it, and obviously there's like shiny bits on the bar, but never mind, no harm, you know, what's done is done, there's nothing I can do about it. But the car is actually okay, so that's a good thing. You know, I was getting a bit concerned about how it's going to cost me a fortune to get it repaired. I've got my road tax coming up, I've got the holiday coming up, I was like, it's just going to cost me a fortune. But thankfully, you know, touch wood and stuff, it was perfectly fine, no issues. I've been watching a few YouTube videos tonight, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I may have sorted out the GoPro Hero 5 audio issue. Going through some videos, watching what other people have done, fingers crossed I may be getting some better audio out of this now. We shall see. I'll do a little test on it and see what happens. Also, I've been working on the RX100 Mark IV to see if I can get some better audio out of that, because I've been watching some other YouTubers who have vlogged with it, the likes of Your Average Consumer. He's done a couple of vlogs when he had the RX100 Mark IV, and his audio was pretty good, to be honest. Not on like mine where it's quite echoey. Well everyone, after a pretty eventful day, I think I'm going to call the video here, to be honest. I'm actually going to try and fit these tonight. It's the micro muff. I'm going to try and fit it to the Sony so that it reduces the wind noise a bit better, so that while we're outside with this camera it'll be a bit better, because fingers crossed I may have fixed the audio issue in the settings in the camera. So I'm going to give these a go to fit tonight. I'll let you know how I get on with them tomorrow. It's been a pretty stressful day with everything that happened to the car, but never mind, we live and learn, live another day. So thanks very much for watching as always, guys. Also, a little inspirational quote for you. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. Now, that to me is like, you say you're going to do something and you don't actually do it, so that's what he's kind of getting at there. And it's the case for all of us. Let's get out there, let's go and get it, let's smash everything we can. You know, this YouTube thing, you know, it's a good thing. I'm looking forward to everything that's to come with it. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. Little inspirational quote for you. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Take care, everyone. See you later.